Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashley. If you are new, welcome, and if you're not new, thank you so much for coming back for another video. In today's video, we're going to be playing in some makeup. We're going to be talking about the Thrive Causemetics Buildable Blur CC Cream, as well as their blush. And we're also going to be delving into the Pat McGrath Mothership 1 Subliminal palette. And here is a look on the inside in case you are not remembering what the Subliminal palette looks like. But we're going to be getting into it in this video. So if you want to see how I achieved this look, see preliminary thoughts on the CC cream and the blush from Thrive Causemetics, definitely stay tuned. Alright, so I've already primed with my NARS Pore and Shine Control Primer. Here's what it looks like here. And then also the Skin Refine Zone Treatment by MAC in my pore area, which is right here on my face. You guys already know. And then I'm using the Thrive Causemetics Buildable Blur CC Cream. And it is in the shade Rich Cocoa. It has an SPF of 35 and it has some blur effect technology. It's called Buildable Blur, so they say you can get a light to more full coverage. So it says a sheer coverage, use 1 pump. For full coverage, use 2 to 3 pumps. So that's kind of interesting for a CC cream. Okay, so this is what it looks like. It's got a pump up here. Alright, so that's 1 pump on my hand. It's supposed to be a neutral undertone. And it also says use a sponge to blend it out. So that's what I'm going to do. Alright, so that's all blended in, and I think it is a sheer, coverage. I don't have a lot of problem areas on my face, but I feel like it gave me some evenness to my skin. It evened out my skin tone a bit more than it was before. I'm going to add a little bit extra on the nose, so just a little dot. Add a little bit more over here too. The whole point of this is to have something lightweight when it gets really hot out, or even on those days where I want to do more of a no makeup type thing. I think this is a good match. It's a little bit richer than like the Tarte face tape that I used in a couple of videos ago. So it's a little richer than that, but I think it's workable, and I don't think I would want to go a shade higher because I'm afraid that it might be too light for me. I'm going to do my concealer and setting powder, and then we'll be back to talk about this new blush that I got from Thrive as well. Alright guys, so the concealer and powder, I've even bronzed, they're all looking really, really good. They're looking really, really good. For the bronzer, just FYI, I used the Cover FX palette again, really good. Okay, so I picked up this blush. This is the Cosmo powder. It's a multi-dimensional strobing blush from Thrive, of course, and I picked the shade Angelica, which is a golden brick shimmer. Here is the box, here's the actual compact, and here is the shade. So this is the deeper of the two options that they have. They have one that's pink, like the color of it is pink, and then it has like golden specks in it. I want to let you guys know that if you want to see a review of more Thrive products, check out my friend Jody on Personal Beauty Lab. Yeah, she's very kind and she does really good reviews, and yeah, her channel is called the Personal Beauty Lab, and I saw her do a full-on like try-on of these products, and I was very intrigued, so I picked up these 2 items. I didn't want to go ham, but she talked about the powder, she talked about some brushes along with this, along with the blush and the foundation. And she did a different shade of blush. She did the lighter shade. If you want to see that, she has a medium skin tone. Alright, so I'm going to go in with this powder brush. This by Royal & Langnickel from their Omnia collection. And just put this on. And so this is a glowy blush because it has that specks in it, like, the little speckling of some type of shimmer powder. I wanted to get the other one, but they have pictures. So they have pictures of a deeper skinned woman with this blush on, and it just looked so beautiful. And then they have a lighter skinned person wearing the other blush, and that looks beautiful on her too. I'm sure both would work for me, but I went on ahead and got this one. Beautiful. This is beautiful. And another reason I didn't get that lighter blush is because I feel like I have a lot of things in my collection, like blush colors in my collection, that do that pink to golden type of shift, which I think is the effect you would get with the lighter colored blush. And I thought this one would be more unique to my collection, and I think it is pretty unique to my collection. I think the skin looks really good. It looks like skin, and it feels light weight. It doesn't feel like I have a lot of makeup on or anything, so I'm really excited about that. I think it looks really good. The base is looking really, really nice. So 2 thumbs up for Thrive so far. This is my first impressions, FYI. All right, so I'm going to do my brows, and then we'll come back for the real reason why you're here. Because I feel like most of you guys like me are like, get to the eyeshadow, okay? So we're gonna do that. Eyes have been set or prepared with the Lay and Low paint pot, my NYX eyeshadow base underneath, like I usually do. We're gonna hop into the Mothership 1 because I did one video on this, and you guys said you would be interested in seeing more looks with it, so here we are. And I just really enjoy pulling these palettes out and playing with them when I get time to play. So, all right, so going in with Ultimate Taupe on my Wayne Goss 03 brush. So putting this in the transition area. So that adds a nice cool tone transition in the transition area. It looks really nice and smooth. And some people may say, hey, I can't see that on your skin tone. But once again, that is the transition shade in this palette, so it provides a slight color, but nothing too intense, at least not on my skin tone. Going into depth, putting that lower in the crease. Sonia G Blender Pro. And I'm just deepening that crease up with depth. I'm not even going into extreme black. I'm just adding more and more onto the outer V. And taking that higher, not higher, but you know, into the socket, into the crease. The number 3 brush from Wayne Goss, no additional product. Just blending around the edges of that. Now I'm taking some of the Ultimate Taupe. So I like this palette. I do like it. When I first got it, I used it for quite a while, like for just even for everyday looks, everyday types of looks that I could go to the office with. I'm not gonna do that kind of a look today. Very nice. Okay, so I think that blended out really nicely. I'm gonna go into Blitz Blue on my ring finger and lay this right in the outer third, actually on the outer, outer half of the lid, a little bit into the crease, but just so that I can have it blend with that depth shade that we put down. No additional product on the brush, just using the same brush we used with depth and making sure that it's blended with Blitz Blue. Now what you could do is take some Blitz Blue on the brush, which I just did, and put that into the crease to get more of a blend and to give the crease area an overall, more of a blue tone to it. Then I'm going to lay down some glitter glue. I'm going to go into Pale Gold 002 and press this on to the eye where we laid down the glitter glue. Isn't that stunning? And so as I'm getting onto the blue, just patting, any leftover over top of the blue. Any leftover of the Pale Gold 002 on top of the blue shade to get a nice fade. I think that's really pretty. So for the lower lash line, I'm taking depth on a Sonia G Builder Pro. And then I'm going to take some glitter glue on my MAC 242, and I'm going to lay this glitter glue down on the inner corner. Then I'm going to go into VR Violet. We haven't used this shade before, so let's see what this looks like. Wow, even though it's called VR Violet and it looks pink in the pan, it's coming off as a nice like blue tone. But if you look in a certain light, it looks pink, and then in a certain light it looks blue. And I don't know if you guys are seeing the pink, but when I turn my head this way, I can see the pink tone. That's too blue. I'm gonna go with the Skin Show Nude on my MAC 242 after I took that other shade off of it. Let's see if I can get some of that pale gold up there. See what that looks. Oh, that's pretty. I think we're pretty much finished. We're done with this look. This is so pretty. That pale gold 002 is just a beautiful shade. Absolutely beautiful. It catches the light so nicely. And that VR Violet, girl. So I'm gonna do some liner, my mascara, and my other eye, and we will be back with the final look. Alright, you guys, here is the final look. Okay guys, let me know what you think of the look. I think it's really cute. Yeah, Pat McGrath, I mean, her shadows, they just can't be beaten, I don't think. Especially these like special shades. Like this is one of the ones that are like real glittery, but it has a nice base to it, so it just goes on so pigmented. And then the fade into the blue is just beautiful. And then this VR Violet shade, very, very nice. Has a nice shift to it. Yeah, VR Violet. I don't know if you guys are getting the pink tone that has right there, but then putting it on, it just looks blue. And then in certain lights you see more of the pink, and then in certain lights it looks more blue. So it's just really a nice shifty shade, but as you can see, you can use it by itself as well and get a nice effect. So very nice for this eyeshadow palette. I already had an opinion on it anyways because I had used it, you know, like I said, last month. The CC cream, I'm very pleased with it. I think it's a very nice light feeling to the skin, and you can get a nice evenness to your skin depending on how much stuff you're trying to cover, you know. But it adds some coverage. You can build it up in certain areas. I did not add any extra concealer to cover any dark areas on my skin, so I think I got a nice coverage with this, and I'm happy with it. Now, it's not like a matte finish or anything like that, so you do, at least I set my face. I'm not going to go out with it by itself. And I put some concealer on, and I think everything blended together really nicely. Now, this blush is very beautiful. These products, I think they are a little bit on the pricey side. I think this was like $30-something. So this blush, but it is nice, and you do get a decent, you know, amount of product in it. Yeah, I like both of the products I use from Thrive, and I would consider getting the lighter shade of this because this performed really nicely and gave the cheeks a nice glow. Now, I do have on highlighter. I will touch on some of the products that I used off camera in another video. So if you like a luminous blush, you might consider this Thrive blush here. And if you're looking for a light buildable coverage for like the summertime and stuff like that, I think this one might be a good option for you to explore, but that is only based on this first impression that I've done right now. I hope you enjoyed this video and this kind of makeup playtime. And also on my lips, there is nothing other than the Laneige sleeping mask. I really, really like this. So, and I thought it looked kind of cute, you know, a plain lip and skin-like skin, you know, a skin-like base, but then all the drama is on the eyes. So anyways, alright guys, I will talk to you guys really, really soon. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. And if you want to see more content from me, definitely hit that subscribe button. I upload videos 3 to 4 times per week. All right, so if you want to join me on the ride of testing out these luxury products and seeing how they work on our skin tone, then definitely hit the subscribe button. All right, I will be talking to you guys really soon. Thank you so much for watching. See ya.